Okay, I am making another batch, a small batch of my delicious 3 ingredient, 4 if you count the pepper that I add at the end. Um, Blueberry jam. I got some beautiful blueberries here, and I have looked them and washed them. So this would be 12 cups of blueberries, fresh blueberries. And then we're going to add 5 cups of sugar. Let's see, where's our measuring cup? 5 cups of sugar. And we are going to place in as you can see, a large saucepan over medium heat. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. I thought this thing only held 5, but I guess it holds at least 6. Okay, there's 5 cups of blueberries. 5 cups of sugar. 5 cups of sugar, 12 cups of blueberries. And I'm going to start stirring this up. And we're going to cook it on medium heat until the sugar dissolves. Ooh, that's going to be so good. Made some the other day. Tested it on some folks that absolutely loved it. So we're going to do it again. And eventually I'm going to do a bigger batch. I'm making like, 4 pints at a time. So this sugar will dissolve. Okay, and now I'm going to add, while that's getting ready to warm up, we're going to add about 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. Four. Okay, and that's it. Those are all your ingredients. This is the easiest stuff to make. Now I have placed 3 small plates in the freezer. And the reason I have done that is to check the consistency of the jam while I'm cooking it. After everything's dissolved and it boils for a while and it starts to look like it's getting sort of a lava-like consistency, we will start testing it 1 plate at a time, one of those little saucers at a time. Okay, so that'll go for a little while. All right, got that going. Hello, it's me, Julia. Well, actually, it's not. It's me, Catwoman. So, as you can see, the sugar has melted. And so, now that the sugar has melted, what I'm going to do, while this heats up, and eventually I guess it's going to come to a boil, I think I can turn it up now to medium-high. Turning the stove up to medium-high. And I'm going to mash these very lightly. And the reason I'm doing very lightly is because I want my berries to be pretty much intact. We just want some of that good old juice to come out. Just kind of pop them a little. Made my mouth water. Got my jars heating up over here. And, of course, it's only 3, so, like I said, small little batch here. I was just telling my son the other day about my mother. My mother used to can, and, she would, after she got everything topped off and sealed up, and she'd set them all, her beautiful jars, on the kitchen table to officially, you know, seal. So we'd sit in the living room, which was right next to our tiny little kitchen, and we'd be sitting in there talking. I was a teenager, and all of a sudden we'd hear this. How's it sound, let's see, like this, like that. Mom would go, okay, there's one. That one's sealed. And we'd listen for every single pop, and Mom would go, how many was that pop? I go, I think that was the fourth one. Until all of them got sealed. And she would have her beautiful canning finished. And boy, could she put up some good old stuff. She used to love to make that bottled hell. That stuff was so hot and so good. Now, in this, last time I made this, I put a a half teaspoon of that jalapenos pepper. So hard for me to say with my southern accent. Let's see. And it is extremely hot, and I much prefer to use this pepper in recipes than I do red pepper. Like just regular crushed red pepper. This stuff is fine. What I'm going to do this time, last time I put a half a teaspoon of pepper in it. And this time, no I didn't, I put a quarter teaspoon. So this time I'm going to put a half a teaspoon. I'm going to venture out here because I like mine. You could taste the pepper in it last time, but I like mine, you know, with a little kick. And it's so delicious with goat cheese. Oh my goodness, this jam is awesome with goat cheese. And as a matter of fact, today I'm going to make some homemade goat cheese to go with this. Now this is probably going to be pretty spicy. That's a half a teaspoon there. So let's do it. Woo, that was adventurous. I like to take risks. Okay, woo, that's burning my sinuses already. All right, so we're going to let this boil, and we're going to stir it occasionally to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Whoops, something bubbled up over there. You guys be quiet. All right, there we go. Now this is gonna cook for a while. I'm not gonna test anything until it boils, it starts boiling down. And as it boils down, and this beautiful suds starts to pop up like that, I'm gonna skim some of that off and discard it. But you really don't have to. I kind of like it. And to be honest with you, I don't really discard it. I eat it. I skim it off and eat it. But anyway, yeah, we're going to let that go for a while. And I'm going to come back and when it gets thicker, and we're going to finish up. Alrighty. Okay, I'm back. We've got some jam that's ready here. This jam is ready to roll. We're going to put this in jars, and it is going to be fabulous. I did taste some of the foam that I got off of it, and it is perfect as far as the heat part. Oh my goodness. I just didn't feel the heat in that last batch like I wanted to, but I did in this batch. But now you don't have to use peppers. You can use, you can add, instead of peppers, you can add rosemary, you can add cinnamon, you can add thyme. I mean, you can just get creative with it. Just whatever extra flavor you want in there that tastes good with blueberry jam. And whatever suits you fancy. Now, I did test it several times while I was, while it cooked. So, this is, see, it won't run. So, it's ready. If it won't run on that frozen plate, test it at, after it starts getting it starts getting a lava-like boil. You know, it cooks down and it looks like boiling lava. That's when you need to start testing it. And I did that about 4 or 5 times actually before it was ready. And it is perfect right now. So if it won't move, you know it's done. And you don't use any pectin in here. This is a wonderful, wonderful jam. And I love it. Okay. That's it.